supervillain origin, the Crimson Tide. Growing up in a world of vivid colors, young Jonathan Gray was always different. His parents noticed early on that Jonathan's drawings were always off. Oceans colored pink, grass painted purple, and the sky shaded in hues of orange. Despite his best efforts to fit in, Jonathan struggled to navigate a world where everyone else saw colors he couldn't. His childhood was filled with frustration, marked by the constant embarrassment of getting the colors wrong in school activities. One day, during a routine map coloring exercise, his life changed forever. Jonathan, eager to impress his teacher, carefully colored the ocean pink, unaware of his mistake. His teacher's reaction was harsh. "What are you, stupid? Oceans aren't pink," she scolded, loud enough for the entire class to hear. The classroom erupted in laughter, and Jonathan's heart broke. That moment burned itself into his memory, the shame and anger simmering beneath the surface, waiting for a chance to boil over. As Jonathan grew older, the world continued to mock his colorblindness, a constant reminder that he didn't belong. His own wife, though sympathetic, once shared a story of how he was scolded as a child for coloring the ocean pink. Though she laughed softly, thinking it was harmless, Jonathan's anger rekindled. He was tired of the world treating his condition as a joke. Tired of being the odd one out. Tired of being told he was wrong. One fateful night, while sitting in his darkened study, Jonathan's frustration finally reached its peak. He began researching ways to change the world, literally. If the world couldn't see things the way he did, then he would make them see. He would force everyone to experience the world as he did, a place where colors didn't matter, where pink oceans were the norm. Jonathan, now going by the alias, the Crimson Tide, used his genius-level intellect to create a device capable of altering the perception of color on a global scale. The device, powered by advanced quantum optics and neural manipulation technology, would emit waves that distorted the way people saw colors, forcing them to experience his world of inverted hues. The Crimson Tide didn't stop there. He wanted the world to understand his pain, to feel the isolation and confusion he endured. His plan was to unleash his device on the world's major cities, turning the oceans pink, the grass purple, and the sky orange. The chaos that would ensue would be his revenge against a world that had mocked and ostracized him. With his device ready, the Crimson Tide launched his first attack on the coastal city, where he was once humiliated as a child. As the waves of the ocean turned a brilliant, unnatural pink, panic spread through the city. The sky, once blue, now burned orange, and the trees' leaves shimmered a deep, unnatural shade of red. The world would never be the same. The Crimson Tide watched from his hidden lair, a grim smile on his face. "You'll see, you'll all see," he whispered to himself. His revenge had only just begun, and soon the entire world would be forced to experience reality through his eyes. The Crimson Tide became a figure of terror and fascination, a man driven to madness by society's rejection. His story became a cautionary tale about the dangers of ostracizing those who are different, a grim reminder that even the smallest slights can create the most dangerous of enemies. In the end, the Crimson Tide's actions forever altered the perception of color worldwide, but not in the way he intended. His device was eventually destroyed, but its effects lingered, leaving people more aware of the diversity in perception and the importance of empathy. But for Jonathan Gray, there would be no redemption, only the satisfaction of knowing that, for a brief moment, the world finally saw things his way.